Hi everyone, welcome back to Turns All Year Volume 6. That's right, I've been skiing every month of the year for the past 6 years. That's 72 months and counting for you folks keeping track at home. So with that, let's look at the past 12 months of skiing. Year 6 of Turns All Year started out with a ridiculous backcountry trip with the entire family. Month 61 was in November 2021, where we took myself, my wife, and both our kids on a backcountry hut trip to Sister's Cabin outside of Breckenridge. It is a shorter hut trip with only 3.5 miles in, but I'm not really sure what I was thinking when we signed up for this one. With my 2.5-year-old on my pack, along with additional gear, and my wife with her infant on the front pack and backpack on the back, it was slow going. My guess is that my pack was fully loaded at 60 or 70 pounds. The last mile of the trek was what I would call character building. Still, we had a great time. Not a ton of skiing once we got up there, as the legs were toast from the trip up, and we actually ended up staying 2 nights instead of 1 because we were just so roasted from the hike up. Sister's Cabin is awesome though. It's one of the newest huts in Colorado and truly a class above the rest. Indoor outhouses, running water in the winter, and an amazing kitchen and fire. It was a great place for the family, as we were also there with our friends who brought kids, so it was truly a magical time and a great way to kick off the ski season and year 6 of Turns All Year. For month 62, in December, we kept it closer to home. We had the kids, we had mellow slopes, we had a short day with a lot of breaks, which quickly became the theme of year 6 of Turns All Year. My 2.5-year-old had just started playing around on toy skis in the backyard. Plus, I got a quick day on the last day of the year, December 31st at Eldora. Always sneaking in a turn right at the end of the month will become a theme of this year's Turns All Year. I didn't grab a proper video, but did remember to shoot proof on the drive home. Month 63 was January 2022. I was back at Eldora, this time with my newest ski buddy. My son was still shy of 3 years old, but it was time to try some real skiing. We of course had to have his little brother tag along for the day. This was a new section of Eldora for me to explore. We started with some warm-up slides without any lifts at all, but in no time we were ready to try out the magical carpet. There were certainly some of the slowest, most awkward turns I've ever taken, also some of the best I've ever taken. Month 63 of Turns All Year was taking an entirely new meaning with my son in tow. We took 3 laps on the magical carpet, then it was time to have a snack break, back in the car, and that was the day. Short and sweet, just like my August turns always are as well. My son did not stand a chance. Back in the car, he passed out right away as we ended the day with a nice fire. His first full ski day on a hill was a huge success in month 63 of Turns All Year. Bonus turns later that month, we were back up on the magical carpet again with little brother watching over us, and we even tried out a few jumps. Month 64 was the first backcountry day of the season. Meeting back up with my old buddy Clark for some touring around Butler Gulch. Had a chance to get into the Alpine, enjoy the sun and the snow. It was a bit windy, so we didn't get as high as we had hoped, but we still had a fun day. Plus, on this day I tested out my newest endeavor, Snow Visa. Snow Visa is a safety sticker to put avalanche awareness notes on the tip of your ski. It was great to get out for a winter tour, and Butler Gulch remains one of my favorite for many years now. Month 64 turned into a big month of skiing with multiple days in the resorts. More family skiing with first chairlift rides and sunny winter days, and we finally got the infamous leash that took so much energy out of the kids they were eating in their sleep on the way home. Plus, one day this month, my office all played hooky for the day, and we had team laps at Copper. Always a favorite team building exercise to bring the team skiing. In month 65, in March 2022, I had a total of 5 days on the hill, which is an absolute ton for me at this stage of my life. It started out with skiing at Basin with some classic midwinter alpine skiing with my wife. My folks were in town so they could watch the kids and give my wife and I a day to ski together for the first time in 4 years. There was a bit of fresh snow that made for skiing in Zuma and the Beavers really enjoyable.
There, that's the first ski day. It's starting to snow a lot. It was a great day. Ended about 2:30. And yeah, first time Lisa and I got to ski on a winter day together in like 4 years. So thank you, grandparents.
The March skiing continued with some trips to Eldora to continue my son's exploration into skiing. We were slowly starting to get the hang of it and even introduced some hand signals so we could communicate easier. Then we had another husband-wife ski day, at this time Winter Park, followed by some more learning skiing with friends and little brother in tow on sunny winter days in Eldora.
Some help.
The ski month ended with my brother and his wife in town for a condo weekend in Summit County. We were at Winter Park on day 1 and then over to Copper on day 2. Family ski trips like this are the reason I love skiing so much. What was special about this trip was that it was the first time my wife also got to ski with my sons. She usually is just watching from the bottom with our youngest. Plus, we really started to get into the jumps. I was really impressed with the West Village of Copper. I'd never spent much time over there in the past, was surprised at how well it was laid out for families. After a huge March, month 66 in April started to wind down the traditional ski season. We had one last family ski day at Eldora. My son had an awesome first ski season at just 3 years old, and it's amazing to see him become more confident in skis. Lots of magical carpet rides, snack breaks in the car, and tangled up leashes, but it was awesome first season for him, especially when we got out on the hill with his friends. In month 67 in May, I snuck out for one more day of lift service skiing at Basin. This was my first time on the East Wall. I can't believe it took me 10 years to finally ski over here. It reminded me a lot of my seasons in Chamonix. 10 out of 10, do recommend. Month 68, June 2022, is when the summer ski season really kicked off. After much debate of giving up the streak at 67 months, I just could not put it down and found myself at St. Mary's Glacier on the last day of the month.
Oh, I told myself I was done, but here we are. You know what we're doing. Last Sunday of the month. Back to St. Mary's, keeping the streak alive.
Although the visibility was poor, the skiing was amazing, and it reminded me why I love turns all year.
We're on snow. It's actually perfect. We got a comrade up there. Headphones in, didn't even say hi, kind of rude. Skied from way up in there down through here. It was perfect.
In month 69 in July 2022, I found a new internet friend, Eric. Eric had reached out online and said he was interested in trying skiing for 12 months in a row for the first time, so we had a meetup and got after it. We were again back at St. Mary's, this time in the evening after work, and had an awesome sunset lap. Because we had someone new and the conversation kept us going, this was the first time I'd hiked to the top of the glacier in a long time. A great day with good company. Things are nice because they're nice. August 2022 was month 70, and it was again influenced by a new internet friend. A viewer was in town who was doing turns all year in California, and they wanted to meet up in Colorado. Unfortunately, the link up did not work out, but they did turn me on to a new spot, Jones Pass. I've skied Jones plenty of times in the past, mostly in the winter and early spring, when the coverage is full. What was cool about going up there in August was that you can actually drive stock SUV all the way to the top.
There's a Prius on the road, so we're in good shape so far.
At the top, I found an absolute sliver of a leftover cornice that was still skiable. The skiing was the epitome of summer skiing. Barely a turn to be had, but we did get one in. This was a cool trip too, because I met a thru hiker doing the Continental Divide Trail, had a nice conversation with them. I think they're from Germany. Really cool to see people getting up and enjoying the mountains. Month 71 was back to the classic St. Mary's Glacier for a quick turn. I've been here so much I can pretty much speedrun it, and I'm continuously trying to get below 1 hour car to car.
14 minutes to the bridge at St. Mary's, and one, hey, you're the YouTube guy.
The glacier was in the condition you'd expect for late September, but I am glad I discovered getting out of my big 105 waisted 108 length skis and started bringing my wife's shorter skis on these summer trips. The thin and light skis are perfect for the junk snow that we find in September.
Shout out whoever made the wiggle track, that was awesome. 1 hour, 5 minutes, car to car.
Finally, to close out year 6, month 72, we took it easy and got back to the lifts. An early fall trip to Basin to ride the White Ribbon of Death has become a bit of a victory lap for me in the past years, a sign that the tough turns are done and the fresh snow will be here soon. It's almost a relief of pressure that the streak will be safe, at least for a few more months when the snow starts flying.
Month 72, taking the easy way out. A little bit of snow, a little bit of sun, a little bit of good times. This is great skiing.
Really, really good skiing. It was snowing heavily at A Basin this day, which is a sign of a great start to the new season. And that is year 6 of Turns All Year. The streak continues to this day. I'll see you at year 7. Keep going.